Hey everyone, welcome to the AI for Procs. We are going to teach you PowerShell scripting with the help of AI so that you can automate your daily task with the help of PowerShell scripting. In today's world, writing a PowerShell script is not a big challenge. With the help of AI, you can write it. But you have to understand that PowerShell script, which script you are running in your environment, whether that is correct or not. Because AI is telling that whatever is written by AI, that may be wrong, right? So you have to understand the PowerShell before running those scripts in your environment. So in this course, I am going to help you to understand the PowerShell fundamentals so that whenever AI is writing a PowerShell script, you can understand that script and based on that you can run it, whether that is correct or not. So here is the agenda for today. Understand what PowerShell is and it's important in IT automation. Know the difference between Windows PowerShell and PowerShell Core. Have PowerShell set up on your system. Run your first commands for PowerShell and learn how to use AI for PowerShell learning. Okay, so let's start with the command line shell. So guys, if you remember in previous time before PowerShell, we used to have command prompt for writing some commands, right? But when PowerShell introduced, we can write PowerShell command list, which are very easy to write. And the commands is like verb and noun form. So whenever I'm writing a command like get hyphen command, so get is a verb and then a noun. So it is very easy to remember those commands. Okay. So PowerShell is a cross-platform task automation solution which can help you to install on different operating system like Windows, Mac or Linux flavors operating system. You can install the PowerShell core and you can start writing your PowerShell scripting. Okay. If we talk about the importance of PowerShell, so it helps you to reduce the repetitive manual task. It has the consistency over across platform like Windows, Mac and Linux. So whenever you are running the PowerShell command, you are going to receive the same type of output so that you can use the output whether it is in different operating system, but it would be same. Commands are consistent, commands are same. You also can use PowerShell scripting to write the scripts in Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud. Everywhere PowerShell is supported, and this is a totally object-based PowerShell scripting. I mean, whenever you are writing a PowerShell scripting, everything will be in form of object. So what does that mean by everything in form of object? It means that all the output you are receiving, that will be an object that would have a certain properties and certain matter that we would be learning in the future lesson. So that what is the benefit of those object based PowerShell scripting so that it is very easy to manage and get the output. If we talk about real world cases, who is going to use, so system administrator can use it for monitoring cloud resource management. We can use active directory management, file and folder operation at scale, network configuration. So these are the use cases we can do PowerShell. A lot from this, although these are just few one. So if we talk about the PowerShell, guys, there are two type of PowerShell. One is Windows PowerShell, that is legacy one, which is by default comes with Windows operating system, and the latest version for that is 5.1. After that, Microsoft has stopped releasing the version for the that Windows PowerShell, which is inbuilt PowerShell in the operating system. So rather than Microsoft has started a PowerShell core, which is open source, and it can be downloaded and installed on each operating system, whether that is Windows, Linux, or Mac. Okay, so the key difference is that the last version was released by Microsoft for Windows PowerShell is 5.1. Platform, it was supported only Windows only, and framework was .NET, and extension of the file was .ps1. If we talk about the PowerShell core, version is 7, which is current one is going on. Platform supported are Windows, Mac and Linux. Framework is .NET Core and .NET. File extension remains same, that is PS1. If we talk about the key difference between the Windows PowerShell and PowerShell core, so cross, if we talk about cross platform, Windows PowerShell is not a cross platform, whether PowerShell core is a Windows, Mac and Linux supported. Performance wise, Windows PowerShell was quite slow and the PowerShell core is quite fast. Modules, if we talk some Windows specific modules, and if we talk about the PowerShell, all the modules are supported based on the all the platform. Future updates, no new updates are coming for this, and regular updates are coming for the PowerShell core from the Microsoft. Setting up the PowerShell, how you can set up a PowerShell. So if we talk about the Windows operating system, there is a PowerShell already comes with Windows operating system, that is the legacy PowerShell. Okay, so and if you are using Mac and Linux operating system, so you can install PowerShell on those operating system. So there is a GitHub library for the Microsoft which provides all the release of it. You can check all the release of the PowerShell. Let me open it for you. So if we talk about these are the release version for the PowerShell which Microsoft has released and provide us all the details. So if I will scroll down, so these are the version of PowerShell which are released by Microsoft. The last one is June 25. So based on these, the operating system is you can download the PowerShell and you can start using it. To install it on the Windows operating system, we can download the PowerShell from the Microsoft website, and this is the link for that. You can simply download the PowerShell 7 exe file from here. You can install this MSI package and you can install it. Another way of installing this is on Windows operating system. There is a winget package manager. You can simply run a command winget install microsoft.powershell and it is going to install on your Windows operating system. If you have a Mac operating system, you also can install the PowerShell on Mac operating system. You have to run the command brew install and PowerShell. So in this way, PowerShell core will be installed on your Mac operating system. Similar way, there are some package manager for Linux based operating system, whether that is Ubuntu and Debian. You can simply download install. So these are the commands lines for that. Download and install. So wget -q, and this is the package manager you have to set. Okay, after that you have to run sudo apt-get update and sudo apt-get install y PowerShell, and in this way you can install PowerShell on the operating system if you have it is Ubuntu and Debian base. Okay. If we talk about the verification, this is the command which we use to check the version of PowerShell. So let me open PowerShell and let me check which version is installed on my computer. So if I open the PowerShell and I run that command here, it will give me the version. This is saying that PowerShell version is 7.5. PS Edition is code. It is PowerShell core. Git command is this one, and all these are related to PowerShell core features. Okay. So this is the command which we can verify that which version is installed on your computer of PowerShell. So this is about the introduction of PowerShell, guys. I will be giving you some AI hacks that how you can help yourself to learn PowerShell with the help of AI. So in today's world, you don't need to write the PowerShell script by yourself. You should have a understanding of it, right? So how you can make your learning very effective with the help of Power AI? Okay, so there are some generative AI tools you already aware with that, like ChatGPT, Claude, or GitHub Copilot, or Azure AI. Okay, so today's what you simply ask them that how you can make your learning very effective with the help of those AI. And if you are asking them to write a script, they will just write a script for you, right? But you are not going to understand that script until and unless you clear your fundamentals of PowerShell. Okay, so those are the things we are going to learn in this series. So if I talk about how you can take a help from the generative AI, so I have opened chat GPT here, and if I ask some questions like that, get explain what get process does. So if I'm going to run this command here, what it is telling me that PowerShell get process command that retrieves information about the process that are currently running on your system. Okay, so see guys, this is the way you can use. Suppose I want to see that what is the command to check services running on my computer. So it will give you get hyphen service is the command which you can use running on your computer. And apart from that, it also give you that in case you want to check only the running services, you can filter it. How? Where hyphen object and then curly bracket, and this is the command for that, right? So what it will do, it will only give you the running services, okay, which are running. So let me just run this command. We will be learning it in future that how we can filter those commands. So I will just copy and I will run this command here. See. So what it will do, it will just give me all the running commands on my system. So this is the way you can use generative AI to make your learning very effectively. In case you have any doubt, you can go to any generative AI app, that is whether that is ChatGPT, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, or Claude. You go there and you put your query and it is going to help you with that answer. Apart from that, there are sample AI prompts. So guys, you have to write a perfect prompt to give the generative AI the answer to you. Okay, so that is also something we will be learning in this series, that how you can give a effective prompt to generative AI so that you can get a solid answer, or I can say correct answer for your queries. So there are some sample prompts for explain this PowerShell command in simple terms. Get hyphen child hyphen and hyphen path this. So see guys, this is something I'm just writing it. Please help me to understand, and what need to be understand, I need to give that command. See, when you are writing a effective prompt, it is going to provide you the effective answer. So that is the reason we have to provide the effective prompting in your question. So when I am writing this prompt, what it is saying that got it. It is breakdown get hyphen child item recurse. See, get hyphen child item list all the files and folders in the directory. When I talk about path, it is checking that path, all the files and folders inside that path. And when I'm using recurse, it means it is also going to subfolders and subfolders and subfolders files, so that you can check all the files inside a directory. There are chances that inside a directory there is another directory and another directory, so there are multiple nested directory inside a directory, right? So if you want to check all those files and directories, you have to use the recurse for that. Similar with, there is another prompt, create a PowerShell script that checks disk space and alerts if it is below 20%. Okay, so if I write this prompt, what it is going to do, it will just write a effective PowerShell script for me. Okay, let's check. See, this is going to write this PowerShell script for me. So guys, see, till the time you understand the PowerShell script, what this generative AI is writing, this is okay. But see what it is doing. It is doing drive in drives variable. It is taking this data, right? So are you okay to run this script in your production environment? I would suggest no, until and unless you have a clear understanding of the PowerShell script, what you are going to run on your environment, what output it's supposed to provide, I would never advise you. Why? See, what it is writing, Chat GPT can mistakes. Check important into this. So see, whenever Chat GPT is writing, it itself is saying that it can do some mistakes. So it is better, do not blindly believe the scripts given by any generative AI. Rather, first understand that script, and based on your understanding the output you needed, make those changes on that script and then try to run that script in your production environment. Okay. So that is something we will be learning in our future lessons. And if I talk about the hands-on practice, what you can do, I will be uploading this document in the course and you can download it and run it. So these are some commands we will simply run for today. So if I open get hyphen computer info, see, I want to check all the computer info about my system. So if I run get hyphen computer info, it will check all the information about my computer. What is the name? What is the domain? Okay, what is the OS server label? What is the time zone? Okay, OS registered. Okay, Windows build version. So everything can be provided. Okay. Now, suppose you don't know what commands I need to write in PowerShell. So how to check those commands? So get hyphen command is a commandlets. If I run this command, it will give me all the list of commands which are available in my computer. Okay. Suppose you don't know how to run a particular command. There is a command get hyphen process. Okay. You don't know how to run that process. So you can also take a help from here. Get hyphen help, get hyphen process. Let me write that process. Okay, if I run this command, it will also give you the complete help that how you can write this, whether you just write get hyphen help, whether you write get hyphen help or name parameter and then provide the name of process which you want to see. So these are all type of helps which you also can take from PowerShell itself. Okay, so that is why PowerShell is quite friendly language, very useful in everywhere. Whether you are a DevOps engineer, whether you are a Windows engineer, whether you are a Active Directory engineer, or anything is your role. PowerShell is supported almost everywhere, and you can perform your tasks. Okay, so there are some other commands as well. Get hyphen location, which will be providing you the current directory of the location. See, if I write get hyphen location, so it will tell me where am I on this. See, it is telling that the path the PowerShell use a user which is logged in on this PowerShell session is at this directory. Okay, if I want to see what are the items inside this, so I can simply write get hyphen child item and it will provide me all the list of files and folders inside this directory. Okay, so this is for today, guys. In next lesson, we will be learning about the variables and data types, which is very important to run the PowerShell script, so that whatever variables are defined by the chat GPT when it is creating a script, you can understand it, what is that variable and what type of value it is containing inside it. Thank you so much for your time. Let's meet on next session. Thank you. Bye.